Alright, Shalom. I'm the brother Tasiyat coming back with another video. But before I start off, I would like to give all praises and the highest honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Makakadash. Double honor to my elder apostles and teachers of great millstone. And peace and salutation to the sincere Akiam across the world who are spreading this knowledge in truth and sincerity. And may the election be upon your households. God Shalom. So today I want to make a video concerning an article about Holland, which states that the water is getting worse and worse. There's more chemicals in the waters, and the water in the Netherlands, almost cannot keep up to the standards of drinkable water, man. That is something that, basically, in my case, and I think a lot of more people that live here would not have thought of, that it will go this bad, because the scripture says that these Edomites, they, look so-called great and things like that, but they will go down, man. So this is also part of their system going down, okay? Their prosperity going down, their water is getting less drinkable. Before you know it, the food is getting, bad, worse and worse, it is already worse, but it's part of this kingdom going down, man. A country like Holland, which has had so much wealth, is now to a point where the water might not even be drinkable anymore soon, So, hey, man, this is part of it. But the article is in the Dutch. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna read the article in Dutch and then try to explain it a little bit in the English. So it says, nieuw probleem na stikstof. So there's a new problem after the nitrogen problem they had with the farmers. Vervuild water dreigt het land op slot te zetten. Nederland dreigt verder op slot te gaan door de slechte waterkwaliteit. Net als door stikstof dreigt de landbouw en de bouw van huizen in de knel te komen door te vieze sloten en rivieren. So just like how the nitrogen problem came, the agriculture and the building of homes is gonna be stuck because of the dirty rivers. Dat blijkt uit het rapport van de Raad voor de Leefomgeving en Infrastructuur dat vanmiddag wordt gepresenteerd. So this came out of a report. Zo bevestigen bronnen tegenover deze nieuwssite. That is what multiple sources are saying. De waterkwaliteit, so the quality of the water, van zowel het grondwater als het oppervlaktewater, so the rivers, the canals, the lakes, voldoet volgens het adviescollege niet aan de Europese normen. So, according to the advice college, the water in the rivers and the lakes and the canals here in Holland, the quality of it does not, how do you say that? It doesn't, it doesn't require, I don't know the English name for it, but it just cannot be, what is the word for it, man? It's just not found good enough. Let me just say it like that. According to European norms, okay? So it's actually, the water is very bad, man. Zo zitten er te veel chemische stoffen in het water. So there's too much chemical in the water. De doelen zijn buiten bereik, aldus bronnen die kennis hebben van het advies. Terwijl het stikstofprobleem nog niet is opgelost, dient zich zo een nieuwe hoofdpijndossier aan: water. So while we in Holland are dealing with the nitrogen problem, there's another headache problem right now, which is the water. Volgens de Raad kan dit ertoe leiden dat allerlei activiteiten in Nederland, zoals de bouw van huizen, landbouw en bedrijvigheid, stil komen te liggen. So the whole agriculture, the whole building of houses, companies even will be basically stopped, man. It will stop. Okay, it could stop. Organisaties kunnen dan naar de rechter stappen om activiteiten tegen te houden. Zoals nu ook bij stikstof veelvuldig gebeurt. So these people from these companies can still go to the judge. En er kan dan niets meer op het toch al te vervuilde water worden geloosd. De Tweede Kamer is bang dat het land weer op slot gaat, blijkt uit de rondgang. In 2027 moeten alle EU-lidstaten voldoen aan de doelen van de zogenoemde kaderrichtlijn water. So, in the year 2027, all the European countries, including Holland, need to be able to have good enough water according to the norms of the EU, man, which is to have enough clean water. But the Netherlands, the Holland politicians think that it won't be that easy, man, that we might not even make it, because that is how worse and worse the quality of the water is getting. Now, a lot of Akiam already told me, the water from the crane, the water in the kitchen, things like that, is not good drinkable water, man. And I know it also. So I try not to drink out of the crane, neither should you. But sometimes it's hard, Sometimes if you did not buy water at the store and you're feeling thirsty and you want to drink water, then sometimes I catch myself. I also drink out of the crane, but it's actually not good, man, to do that. Okay, there's so much chemicals in the water, like they explained. There's even period blood from females in the water. There's shit in the water. There is, what else, man? There is drugs in the water, because when people swallow drugs or need to hide the drugs and flush it to the toilet, that gets circulated in the water back. Okay, when people when people are sick and puking, that comes in the water. So you drink a whole mixture of basically nonsense, So that is not what it's supposed to be, man. Okay. And that is why the scripture says that this is not our rest, man. Because in this kingdom, everything around you is being polluted. The air that you breathe in is being polluted. Okay. Your body may even have forever chemicals circulating within it, which forever chemicals are chemicals that cannot leave your body, it cannot be destroyed, So this whole kingdom is bad for your health, bad for your mind, bad for your physical body, bad for everything. Okay. Micah chapter 2 verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. Yeah, man. If you live too long in this society, it will surely destroy you, man, eventually. Okay? It will surely destroy you, man. Not only through the wickedness that is going on, but also concerning this, man. The food and the drink that is being tainted. Okay? All the chemicals, man. You see? That is also causing your body to break down. Now, I want to grab one last scripture. Concerning this, actually two. 2 Ezra chapter 6 verse 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. So the places, for example, where the farmers plant their seeds, the farmer, makes the land ready, plants certain herbs, certain vegetables, certain fruits, will appear unsown. Okay. Now in Holland, it's actually gonna be reality, man, because Holland has a big part in the food industry. Okay, so the nitrogen problem here is causing a lot of things also, and now the water is getting more and more, basically bad. Okay, so where you think that the farmers, have a lot of food and things like that, it will soon not be that case anymore, man. So the people will starve, man. People will start to get hungry. People will start to get stressed, because there will be, not that much access to food anymore and to drink anymore, to drinkable water, and it gradually, or might happen very fast, will lead to a complete chaos, man. Okay. okay, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. So the normal stores that you go from day to day, in the Holland it's called Albert Heijn or the Jumbo, just a marketplace where you normally do your groceries. It will, after a while, you might go for your daily groceries, and you see that the bread is done, or the water area, the water that you usually buy is done. And then you think like, okay, maybe tomorrow there is, and then tomorrow comes and it's still not filled, and then after a week it's still not filled, and after 2 weeks even more is gone, and now you start questioning yourself like, hey, what's going on? So that is what's happening, man. The full storehouses, the place that normally have decked, are decked with food, have a lot of food and drinks, will be found empty. Also because people will start, taking over these places and grabbing as much food for themselves, for not to starve, man. Okay, for them to pile the food up for the times to come. So if a lot of people are doing this, that will mean that in the stores you will have fights, riots going on. Okay, all this chaos is gonna come out. And then what? Those people that might get at food might have food for like 2-3 weeks, and then it's also done for them, you see. So eventually we still have to lean upon Yahweh Bashem Yashai, because he's the only one that will take care of us, man. So let's go to the last scripture in the book of Matthew chapter 24, verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. So this is what's happening in the last times, before Yahweh Shai is going to return, before this whole society is going to collapse, And there shall be famines. So famine meaning you're going to get hungry, man. People are going to get hungry. People are going to gonna eat each other even, the scripture says, man. Okay. And this is also part of it, man. It might be small now, but when the water is not drinkable anymore from the cranes, people have to start buying water in the stores. But yeah, if everybody gonna do that, then also the food storehouses will be found empty, like the scripture says, because now everybody has to buy the water in the stores. So it's just a whole chain of reaction which will happen soon, man. Okay. And pestilences, so a lot of diseases, and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrow. So with that, I hope this is edifying, and I want to give all praises and the highest honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Makakodash. I want to give double honor to my elder apostles and teachers of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the sincere Akyam across the world who are spreading this knowledge and truth and sincerity. May the election be upon your households. Shalom.